As the title states, I've abandoned my bulk that had been going on for almost 2 years now, and now we're on the cut. So in 2021 to 2022, I didn't make much progress in terms of gym. I made heaps of progress in the other areas of my life, but not so much the gym. But in early 2023, I did a pretty decent cut. I didn't get as diced as I once was, but considering I had heaps of other stuff going on in my life at the time, such as 60-hour work weeks across 2 jobs, post-tertiary study, stock market stuff, real estate stuff, YouTube, I had a pretty solid cut, considering gym wasn't even my number one priority. So, ever since that shred, I've been bulking. I've basically done a cut every single year of my lifting life, up until 2023 to 2024. The reason is I was scared of getting too fat. I was worried if I got fat, I wouldn't be able to cull that weight back off. But I stopped being a scaredy cat, I kept bulking, and that has led us to where we are today. I technically started cutting in December, however with Christmas food and whatnot, I basically just maintained, which is fine. I didn't really expect to get too far with the cut with all that extra free food. So, here is my calendar for December of 2024. On the calendar, when you see career, that's me working at my accounting job. Woolies is when I worked a shift at my part-time supermarket job. Brand is, well, whenever I did something for my YouTube channel, whether that be writing a script, getting images for a video, making the video, recording the voiceover, etc. Aesthetics is when I went to the gym, and anything in pink is a social event or extra work that doesn't fall under the 5 main stats in the game of life. I guess technically stuff like Botox, laser hair removal, and doctor's appointments is an aesthetics thing, but I like to keep that separate from my gym logs. So in the first week, we had 3 gym sessions. Second week, we had 3 gym sessions as well. Third week, we had 5. And fourth week, we had 4. So December wasn't a bad month for the gym. I missed a few sessions, but considering all the extra stuff I had on, I did a pretty good job at sticking to the gym routine. But as you can see, I had a few social events and extra shifts at my second job. These disrupt your gym routine, but totally worth it. I already talked about the extra money I earned in a prior video, but is it worth giving up your social life for an extra inch in your biceps? Nope. I'll look back fondly on these social activities. I won't look back fondly on that one gym session I had once. I had plenty of them. Now, of course, you do need some balance, both ways. You can't just party hardy all the time. You need some gym time. So now we move on to January. At the time of starting this video, we aren't done with January yet. But as you can see, there's disruptions in the routine in January too. I went to the other side of the country for a relative's funeral, so there goes some gym time. Obviously, this is a worthwhile trade-off. Are you seriously going to miss a funeral for a few extra gym sessions? We also had a few other things, like my friend's graduation from his career path that he was pursuing, and my friend's engagement party. Also, having dinner with my family one night. I also got a new phone, which sounds like it's not that big of a deal, but I had to move over so many different logins and passwords and authentications, like the 2-factor authentications and whatnot. It took ages. Also, we had to set up my new SIM cards, as mentioned in a prior video. I found phone plans that saved me $300 for the year. That basically covers the cost of every social event I've had in the past 2 months. So point is, had some disruptions, but we kept the gym thing going when we could. I also have a family holiday next month. We're going to South None of Your Business land, so that's yet another disruption. I bring this up to show you that I'm not some gym cell. I have other stuff going on, and my regulars only really see me talk about the grind and whatnot. I do other social stuff, but what did you want me to do? Tell you everything about my dinner with my high school friends, or my uni friend's engagement, or wagey job friend's birthday party? Nope. I'll talk about the 5 key stats in the game of life though. Oh, on top of all of this, I'm also in the midst of sorting out my construction loan / home builder with my house. So add that little bit of extra work and stress on top of all this other stuff. So we're dropping weight pretty fast. Since I came back from West Australia, it's been a lot easier to stick to the diet. I think not having Christmas and having a more normal routine helps, although there was obviously still some disruptions. Down to below 89 kilos at the time of writing, still quite heavy, but considering I was 91 kilos for most of December/early Jan, and I was around 94 to 95 kilos around October, I'll take this. Also, I shouldn't need to get too light in order to be diced again. Now, here are some recent snaps from a recent gym session. I don't normally take snaps at the gym, so I'm not really sure what prompted me to take them on this particular night, but whatever, we have them now. I've really managed to fill out the arms in this recent bulk, and keep in mind I'm still like 17% body fat. You look bigger when you're leaner, so it'll be interesting to see where I'm at when I get down to 10 to 12% body fat. Now, as good as this lighting looks, it's not perfect. I mean, look at my legs. They don't look big at all. Trust me, they're decently sized. So imagine what the arms would look like under some prime lighting. But clearly, we've filled out here. A nice chunk of mass in the upper body. Now, there isn't as much pec/back you can see here, because I was only really flexing my arms. And as much as I should do some posing routine to assess my gym journey, I want to just get my gym sessions over and done with so I can carry on with my life and go home. So that means when I'm in the gym, if I'm taking pictures, that means I'm in the gym for longer, which I generally don't want to do because as much as I like gym, I also like going home. So this is great to see. When you have a lot on your plate, like I do, it's reassuring to see progress in each area of your life. Since obviously when you take attention away from one area and move it to another, the other area in life will inevitably suffer. For instance, look at this. This is my calendar in April of 2024. This month was when I did my third attempt at financial reporting, the most difficult CPA subject, and thankfully I passed. All that work finally paid off. But other than the exam, what do you notice about this month? How many aesthetics entries are there? AKA gym sessions. How many gym sessions did I have in this month? 3. 3 for the entire month, and each of these sessions were very half-assed. The 2 sessions I had going into the hiatus, I had already mentally checked out. I guess I just kept going out of habit, and the last session for the month, I was basically just getting into the groove of things again. So obviously I wasn't doing the volume or intensity that I would have normally done. I basically had 0 proper gym sessions for the entire month, so despite this sacrifice to my aesthetic stat, I still managed to make good progress. Now, I have a pretty dynamic diet for this cut. Usually what I like to do is have a consistent intake of calories, example 2,600 per day, then 2,500 per day once my cut stalls, stuff like that. But I've changed that for this cut, and now I'll have something more like 2,400 calories on this particular day, then 3,100 on this other day, then 2,900. As long as the net calorie intake for the week is decently in the negative, we're all good. My training is also currently centered around the chest and back since I came off an arm specialization phase, so it's time to give the arms some extra rest. I also have a bit of a hidden gem, a secret weapon if you will, that is assisting me on this cut too. And no, it's not any sort of supplement, not creatine, not glutamine, not a fat burner, not extra caffeine, no multivitamins, none of that. And it's also not an anabolic steroid either, since I know that question will come up. It's not some sort of calorie deficit hack like fasting or chewing gum. I've implemented those in the past. They work, but they're not a secret weapon. I have my secret weapon for stock trading, I have my secret weapon for reducing my taxes, and now I have my secret weapon for my gym progress. There's a secret weapon for the investor stat, the money stat, and the aesthetic stat. Now all I need is a secret weapon for the career stat, which could be my CPA license, although that's not really secret, and a secret weapon for the brand stat, which could be rage bait videos. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm very, very confident that this cut will be successful. I mean, basically all of my cuts have been successful, but considering how much heavier/fatter I am at the end of this bulk compared to prior bulks, I'd be worried about being able to cut back down, since I'd get to a point where I'd be so hungry after cutting for so long. But I don't think this cut will be as long as it would be for most people, nor will I be as hungry. Like, let's say I had to cut for 8+ months due to getting so fat. Well, by month 3 to 4, I'd be so drained from the diet/lower calorie intake, and with all the other parts in my life, it'd negatively impact me too much to the point where I'd have to just abandon the cut. You could take diet breaks, but then that just drags out the cut even longer. But thankfully, it won't come to that. So my excessive bulk has worked out well, and I won't need to spend several months reversing all the negative damage, thankfully. So that'll do it, just a quick update on my gym journey and some other stuff that happened in the past couple of months. I keep potting away at the gym, even if there's many life events that get in the way. As long as you're consistent enough, you should be fine. And as long as you're training your muscles in their intended functions and being smart with your diet, you'll be all good. How's your gym journey going? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. That is all.